Inside each of us, there lives a little version of ourselves. Whenever we stand in front of a choice, that little voice begins to speak. Sometimes softly, like a whisper, and sometimes loud enough that we can clearly hear its tone, its emotions, and even its fear. That voice is our inner child, trying to talk to us, which is the truest, most honest part of who we are. We all have our own dreams, but let me ask you one question that might be tough to answer. Why are so many of our dreams still the dreams? I believe the secret lies in the answer to another question. What is one thing you have thought you would never ever do? And if you haven't done it yet, why not? My past self was a timid girl who kept herself locked in a comfort zone for a very long time. My life felt monotonous, stuck in an endless loop of the same day. Wake up, go to school, come home, and sleep. That was it. Nothing changed. Nothing was special. Deep down, I knew this wasn't the life I wanted, but the fear of the unknown was paralyzing. I was scared of risk, scared of change. Then one day, a quote from Marabin shattered my comfortable world. She said, "If you don't change, you are not living 365 days. You are just living one day, 365 times." Those words hit me hard. That day I asked myself, do I want my life to be a pale copy of a single safe day, or do I want to live a vibrant, colorful life full of discovery and growth? I chose the second one. So I started giving myself permissions to try new things, beginning with the smallest steps. I present in class. The first time I held a microphone, my hand shook uncontrollably. I could feel every pair of eyes staring at me. But after practicing, volunteering again and again, the fear of public speaking inside me started to fade. I also pushed myself out there to start conversations with others instead of isolating myself like before. And because of that, I met incredible friends, had deep conversations, and learned things that broadened my understanding of the world. I even allowed me to try an academic competitions, something I thought I would never do in my entire university life. But I dared to try, and the result was worth every bit of the effort. Our team became the champion. I realized that when I dared to try and learn, I would gather the materials for my own development. Every attempt, whether it succeeded or failed, became a new experience. It taught me where my capabilities were and what I needed to improve. It helps me discover what fits me, what doesn't, giving me a clearer directions instead of just trying things at random. Of course, I didn't get a sweet fruit every time. I tasted a lot of bitter fruits, a bitter result before I earned the sweet one. However, those very failures make me more persistent, more resilient, gave me courage to keep growing. I tasted a lot of bitter fruits, a bitter result before I earned the sweet one. But those very failures make me more persistent, more resilient, and give me courage to keep growing. I also learned that trying alone is not enough. If you're trying without learning from the process, you will easily fall into an endless loop of making the same mistake again and again. There was a time when I applied for many volunteer programs, but I failed every single interview. It was discouraging, but instead of giving up, I stopped to reflect. Then I realized I didn't prepare properly. I didn't take care of my appearance, got confused when being asked about my strengths and weaknesses. Most importantly, I lacked confidence because I wasn't ready inside out. Once I identified the mistakes, I started to fix them one by one. As a result, I successfully passed the next two crucial interviews. The first one allowed me to become the staff member for the Vesak international event held in Ho Chi Minh City in May 2025, and the second one allowed me to become the parts of the champion teams in the 2025 Tourism Cultural Ambassador Contest. Through those experiences, I learned that success doesn't come from luck, it comes from trying, failing, reflecting, and learning. Looking back now, I hope that you can take something with you today, that we all have incredible potential inside us, but potentials only become real when you give yourself a chance to try. When you try, you discover. When you learn, you grow. And if you keep growing, one day you will shine in your own unique way. Therefore, when that little voice inside you whisper, try it, don't ignore it, listen to it, take that steps, even it's small, even it's uncertain, just try. Because one small try today gonna be the first page of your greatest story tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching.